All right, we're live.
Good morning, everybody. It's February 12th, 2022. Welcome to the Focuz Up Show. My man, Mr. Floyd Ed.
What
My
up?
man, Mr. Falk. Good morning, fellas. How y'all doing?
Boy, doing good, brothers. Doing good. Cool. Another week, another show. Get it going and speak on some relevant topics and speak on our things that can make it happen and what we can do and all other good stuff. How you doing, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Walt?
Yes, sir.
What up? I'm good, sir.
Okay,
Beautiful morning.
cool.
Yes,
Mr.
sir. Yes, sir.
JC. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to, do our little shout outs to the Bread Truck and Towing Service. Appreciate you paying attention to our shows. Homies Way Out There, Low Rider Club, Tunnel Vision, uh, the Black August Studio, Kilo 2. He's found on every music platform. Nola J. He's also found on every music platform. And Disney Magical Journeys. Appreciate the promotion. Appreciate the support you guys are giving us on our show. But yeah, that's about it for right now, fellas.
Cool.
Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all had a good week.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. All right. So we got a lot of things went on this week and the past 2 weeks so, and we're gonna touch on some things. Mr. J Walk, what we talking about first?
Oh, the most pressing news is Mr. Crip Mac.
Okay.
Crip Mac.
Speak on it.
Crip, man. He got DP. DP, if you don't know, stands for disciplinary punishment. Gang culture. That's when you do something that's out of pocket or misrepresent the gang and got to get disciplined. Period. I done seen a few when I did my little vacation in Chuckawalla Valley State Prison in 2003 to 4 and all that. It's a real life thing.
Mhm.
They did them, in my opinion, I think they did them kind of dirty. 8 dudes to discipline one cat, like it was like Thanos versus the Avengers. Like, damn.
Who makes the rules on that? Is the gang? Each gang has their own set of rules, or what?
I feel pretty much California, Los Angeles area is pretty much all in accordance.
Okay.
From LA to even to San Diego, I'm feeling that's pretty much the same. I'm not sure about like up north in the Bay because they don't really deal with gangs as much as we do out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, he I just feel they did him kind of foul.
Okay.
They did the extras. 8 people for one dude. He's a big dude, but damn.
But if that's their rules, that's just their rules, huh? Go ahead, JC.
Yeah, they said it was 9, but I don't get that part. He put that shit on the map. You know what I mean? I understand it. Like you said, you can't be doing stuff back in the day. It's gonna catch up with you. That's what karma is. You understand what I'm saying?
They say that video was from like 10 years ago.
That's what karma is, man. You know what I mean?
Because Crip Mac is only like 29 or 28. He's a young dude.
Man.
10 years ago to him is not that. What's 10 years ago? 2012?
Yeah.
You know?
He was like, what, 17?
He was claiming 60s and allegedly, claiming 60s. They're 60, their form of it in Houston. And he was dissing, and he was claiming gangsters, all kind of stuff. Okay. So, I mean, it's stuff from a kid. But I in a way, this is how I kind of feel why they did it and didn't kind of bad like that because he is making the hood so big right now. Because we live right up the street from 5-5. We was off 35th Street Western, and I never heard of 5-5 Crip. Okay. I'm not saying they wasn't out there. I just never heard of them, never came across them. But I feel like okay. So people coming at them like, hey, your boy, he's so big, and he was claiming 60s, he was claiming gangsters, he was dissing neighborhood, he was doing that. I think they got caught up in the flack they was getting. Like, okay, we gotta make ourselves known and to do something to this cat, just to, but
the videotaping is violation.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Yes. You might as well put y'all hood meetings on video. What are y'all doing with that? Who's to say that? You know what I mean?
Didn't in the video somebody was saying don't record it or something like that? Hey, turn that camera off or something.
The nigga recorded though. They got the whole thing. Because they even got the whole. See, we be seeing the bitch when he getting up, but they got the whole thing like that'll be like one of us in the back of Tycoon Yard and we get down and somebody film it, bro. I'll be hot. Like we lose a jaw. Like, what kind of crap is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's like what you doing, trying to promote. You trying to embarrass me or something? I'm gonna have to fade you though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that one-on-one with you since you thought that was cool enough to record me. Yeah, I want to see you about something, man.
Right.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, we putting you on YouTube, fool. Yeah, for the recording.
Right.
We all
after I knock you out, I'm gonna record you with your pants down.
Now I was watching some videos. I was watching different people speak on it, like I guess some OGs from different hoods speaking on it. I was just checking them out, hearing what they said. Some was like, "Hey, that's the hood rules. That's the hood rules," and others was like, "They shouldn't have did them like that." And then outsiders was like, "Hey, man, he was the face of the Crips in LA, and y'all gonna put him out there like that." And it was like you could say I guess that the gangbang culture was getting some flack from outsiders looking in, like, damn, that was jacked up how they did, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then go ahead.
No, I was saying for one, if you OT, you don't live in Los Angeles, don't politic with us. You know what I mean? Don't voice. You can voice your opinion, but you can't politic with us unless you're in the trenches with us. You know what I mean? Right. It may seem like it's unfair, but it's a certain amount of rules that we do live by in these streets when it comes to these blue and red flags. So, if you don't understand it, it's best to keep it that way because you'll never will.
Just like that, man.
Facts.
Just like that.
We can move on. We can move on from that.
Yep.
Mr. JC said it all. Y'all heard that out there, Texas, all that. Because they've been talking real silly. They have no clue.
About particular Texas.
Yeah. They have no clue why he even went to. I wouldn't have went back because you ain't with that life. You know.
But I do got a question on it in the sense of because from what I understand that what's the dude, the brother Big U was the same situation with Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, Nipsey slid through.
So what age?
Nipsey came through and got his punishment.
That's not how I heard. I didn't hear the story like that.
No, he
his
did.
His older brother stopped the first minute.
Yeah.
He got knocked out, right?
No.
This is the story I heard. Tell me if I'm wrong. Big U.
We probably both heard the same story, but
Big U tells the story. He said, I went to Nipsey's house and told, hey, you got to come get this DP. And I'm not going to say he was scared to come outside, but Black Sam intervened. And from what I understand, Black Sam was knocked out in the process. And his father tried to intervene too. And I don't know if they put hands on his father, but he ended up getting DP'd, Nipsey, at the time. So I don't know. And I'm just saying, that's the story I heard. And one thing that stuck with me, at what point as a grown man, I agree with Texas on that part that I'm a grown man, ain't nobody disciplining me. You know what I'm saying? And not with
don't gang bang.
Right.
Okay. right.
Hey, that's how I feel. That's the politics of this. Like
Okay.
it's not understood. Like I'm telling you, I've seen this. I've seen cats take a dude in the cube. That's like the sleeping quarters. And DP him.
Okay.
You can squad back. You're not gonna. If you went in the DP, your hood is weak, bro. You weak as hell. Like y'all got some weak niggas in y'all squad, bro.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. That's probably why they got 8 motherfuckers, because he's a big dude. And
But they supposed to
talk about
start off
squabbling
with,
all the time.
I mean, I thought you start off on with equal size. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if
Yeah.
you can't pay him with the equal size, you throw another one in there.
Yeah,
And if you
shark
can't
come
pay them,
through.
then you throw another one in there.
Yeah.
But you don't start off with 9. Come on,
Yeah.
man. That's overkill.
Yeah.
Homie. I understand what y'all reasoning is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But come on, man. But you know, it is what it is. Politics, homie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cool.
Like I said, I don't know how
Western
Crip gonna
Wiggle.
feel.
Western Wiggle 5-5. Hey, big up to Crip, man. He did that though. He's a real.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he
Hey,
did that.
like a lot of cats. That's a lot of. I live in Lancaster, but that ain't why I'm out here. But a lot of cats disappear to Lancaster, Bakersfield, Victorville, because they don't want to be in the hood and
I'ma
catch
tell
that,
you-
bro.
I'm gonna tell you this: you can get disciplinary in the county jail, you can get disciplinary in the pen, you can get disciplinary in the street. If you run from either one, it's gonna catch up with you.
Facts. Facts.
Man.
Oh my mama, it's gonna catch up with you. You can run from a DP in the pen and think it ain't gonna catch up with you in the street. It will. You can run from one on the street and think it ain't gonna catch up with you in the pen. It will. You know what I mean? So, like I said, this is just the politics, man, that they move by. You know what I mean? And you know the job was difficult when you took it.
Right. Salute Crip Mac.
Word. Get well soon. All right. What's next on the menu? We're gonna deal with the what we got next up, Mr. JC.
You know, I don't know how a lot of people feel about this situation, but you know, a lot of sisters get mad. You know, a lot of sisters get mad at brothers when they see them going outside, you know, our culture and finding another partner to, you know, spend the rest of our life with, or just to have a relationship with. And you know, for the most part, interracial dating, you know, is a subject that a lot of people don't like to speak on, you know, but at the same time, it's really prevalent in these days. You know, there's a serious reason. I think that a lot of black men go outside, you know, the culture for the most part, and I understand for the most part why, you know, but at the same time, I don't think the women understand why. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm just trying to choose my words right. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to choose my
Let
words
me
right.
help you out, bro.
Yeah, go
Let me
for
help
it.
you out. I'm gonna speak from my perspective. I'm not with interracial marriage. That's me.
Yeah.
Now interracial dating is different. Like, because I didn't tap the few, and I'm sure like my sons have and are. I got older sons that's over 18. Let's say over 18. Don't want to date myself. But I want them to marry a black woman.
Okay.
And they got attractive women out there of all races. And maybe that might be my hypocritical part, but as far as marriage, because they do the same thing though. Their father's telling them the same thing. Go ahead, bro.
I just wanted to speak on the attractiveness of a female don't necessarily amount out to the smartness. Do you understand what I mean? I've always been told, you know, brains over beauty. Now, I don't know how a lot of other brothers look at it, but I'm going on, you know, a certain age in my life to where that beauty over brains, I don't know if you want to play with that, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of females try to get over.
But before you deal with the brains, you got what's gonna attract you. You don't be looking at a chick like, damn, I bet she know calculus.
All right, listen. Hey, what you said you would marry black, but as far as dating goes, so are you saying that if you would get with a white girl and you will
talking about me?
Yeah, particularly. Would you date a white girl?
No.
You wouldn't.
I'm talking about me. No. Okay. I right now I hit, but no date. Like I'm just saying, it's like a delicacy, you know. It's a delicacy because this is my thing. They do the same thing. You think a Jewish guy is like when that big black dude walk in the house with his daughter, like this is my boyfriend. You think he's like, oh, I see no color. He's losing his damn mind. He's losing his mind, and I don't want to see that as far as with my sons. And I'm not going to speak on that because that's a whole other topic. But yeah,
I just wanted to speak on that when you said, far as the father, not only does that father have to worry about his daughter dating a black man, but we're most acceptable, dog. I could say our culture, we're more acceptable when it comes to us bringing home a Filipino female or us bringing home. I know my family was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't tripping on, oh, she's Hispanic.
But you said we more accepting of it?
Accepting, yeah. Well,
I believe so compared to the Asians, the Hispanics. That's just my point of view of growing up from what I've seen and heard. So you understand what I'm saying?
You were never told by your parents not to date a certain race.
No.
Me neither.
No. And for the most part, I went to a school that was very diverse. You understand what I'm saying? And it's funny because I went to a school that was very diverse, but my friends were all black.
Yeah.
Not saying I didn't have a few white friends in high school and stuff like that, but it's just funny that the environment from which you grew up in, 9 times out of 10, that's normally who you wind up with, unless you go outside of your environment, and start experiencing other neighborhoods and other cities. You understand what I'm saying? Like the Valley, you know what I mean? Lancaster.
But here's the thing too. Why do black men date and marry outside of their race more than all other races combined? That's a fact.
You know what?
Combined.
My opinion on that, man, is it's a lot of sisters out there that was brought up in a very dysfunctional household, and I would say a lot of us black men was really raised up in a very dysfunctional black household. And when you raised up in environments like that, you learn a lot of I guess you could say habits later on in life when you should have learned them early in life. As far as how to respect your woman, as far as how to respect your man, as far as how to respect your kid when they're sitting there not cursing on the phone to one of your partners or just talking as if your kid don't exist and putting them all up in the adult business. I think it's a lot of dysfunctionality in our culture, I think, that really needs to be addressed. That's true. I really think kind of ties into how we treat our black women and how black women treat their black men.
Okay. And
I want to fade on that. Mr. JC. I feel it's a little self-hate because me growing up as a dark-skinned guy, let me zoom in. No, I'm just kidding. Me growing up as a dark-skinned guy and knowing dark-skinned people, I think a lot of times they be thinking in their mind, like, I don't want no little dark-skinned baby. So let me get with this white girl or something lighter. I seen it. I know it's to be true. Like me, my thought process was opposite. I try to get with a dark skinned girl, so I wanted my children to be dark skinned so they can love themselves and stuff like that. Because it is a real issue. And I've seen it. I've seen it. I ain't gonna name no names.
What you saying is the real issue? What you mean?
I feel it's like you don't want your child to go through what you went through.
Okay.
Like every joke.
Yeah.
You big black. You was a big advocate of that, brother.
So you're saying that as far as interracial dating, because they want their child to be of a color that's not going to be teased.
Yeah, a little lighter and stuff like that.
And that's so true.
Yeah.
That is so true, man.
I think that's a big reason. That's a big part. But it does go along with what you were saying, Mr. J. Some part. It does go along with that because that's prevalent because it is the structure within the household and how you grow up and how you're taught what you know.
So let's speak on how does interracial dating negatively affect the black community? Does it, or do y'all agree with that, or y'all think it doesn't affect the black community as a whole?
I think it does.
I want to explain yourself.
I think it does because we gotta promote that we're black and we're together.
Okay.
That's a big point. That's a big topic.
That fade.
I want
that fade.
I gotta catch that fade right quick, homie. Okay, so you telling me if I'm black and Hispanic, I can't promote my blackness?
Black and Hispanic. What do you mean?
If I'm black and Asian, you said we need to be in tie with our our culture and this and that, right? So if I'm black and Asian, is there anything wrong with me promoting my blackness and not my Asian heritage? Or do I have to promote both at the same time? Even though I feel I'm hanging mostly with my culture.
If you meet a guy or a girl that's black and Asian, what you think they bubble in when they ask, what's your race? Ain't no
they got choices. They got choices. They could choose either one and still be correct.
Okay, well,
but you gonna look black. You gonna look more black than anything, though. So you gonna promote your black.
They can identify as either one. They can say, you know what, I'm Asian, and nobody's wrong.
But they gonna look like a black person.
Y'all know the one drop rule.
Yeah.
See, the one drop rule.
But that's not law. Huh? That's not law. That's just
well, that still applies. It was law back then as far as people mind state. Everything is your mind state. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You black. I never heard no mixed race and none of that crap growing up. Yeah. It was like he was light skinned or he dark skinned or he light skinned.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
He mixed.
That is so true.
That's true.
That is so true. That is so true. Like I said, so when it comes to an Asian, you being black and Asian, would that take away from me being black because I'm part Asian?
Yokasawi, what's the girl name? The tennis player? She's perfect example of this.
Yeah.
And she represented Japan in the Olympics. She represented that girl black. You know what I'm saying? You see her.
But she's in Japan, so that's what she identifies with. But if
her daddy black,
I'm black, I know. But if I'm black and Asian and I'm coming up out of South Central Los Angeles, what you think I'm representing? What you think I'm going to represent?
Black.
Now, if I was black and Asian coming up out of what's the
Minnesota?
Yeah, or whatever. I'm gonna identify with the culture I came up out of as far as being Asian. You know what I mean? Because that's all I'm around. Even though I look black, I'm still in this Asian community. I eat Asian food every day. I mean, I do things of my culture more than I do of a black culture background. I mean, it's kind of a benefit, I guess you would say. But at the same time, it can be a curse. You know what I mean? Because you can be held back from being a culture, and you could be put forward for being a culture. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. There's an old folk singer. Her name is Joanne Bates. She grew up, I think, in Boston, but they used to call her and her family a bunch of N-words, and she's white because they look black. They was darker. So this is in the 60s, but I'm telling you, that was like a no drop rule, but they look black and they was calling them the whole family N-words because they was from a part of the Irish that got the little bit of kink in their hair. But yeah.
Hey, real quick, let's address the comments. The comments. We got La Brea Trucking. They put out there, at what point does your child's happiness matter? When it comes to the interracial dating, I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. At what point does your child's happiness matter? And then he got another one that says, the one drop rule is accepted by all races. So
yeah.
I appreciate that question. La Brea Trucker Tolan. Appreciate you tapping in with us.
Did you say La Brea towing or peanut head towing? No, I'm just kidding. La Brea towing, what's up, baby boy?
So what point does your child's happiness matter? Do you sit there and say, you know what, I don't want you dating a Caucasian girl and this and that, but I love her. You know what I'm saying? I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Do you step back and be like, okay, have it?
I'm not getting involved in my kids' relationship. I'm just speaking my opinion. I don't want them to.
Are you going to the wedding?
No, I'm not. I'll go to the reception, not going to the wedding. I already said that before. I think that's why you said. I don't know if that's why you said that.
Yeah,
and I told my sons that I'm not going to no interracial wedding. I'll go to the reception.
Okay, I got a question then. I got a question then. So you're parenting unconditionally?
Yeah.
Or are you parenting with conditions?
I'm parenting unconditional, bro.
No, you parenting with conditions?
I parent unconditionally, bro.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Because you ain't accepting them. You ain't accepting all and everything.
That's what I see,
man. You know what I mean? You're not accepting everything that your kid is bringing.
Watch me flip this on you. Okay, let's say your boy, he come through. We had this a few weeks ago.
We was talking about sexuality, right?
Yeah. It's all in the same boat.
Okay.
You would not allow, just how you said it, you would not allow him to come through flaming up like, hi, God, and all that crap. Yeah. You gotta straighten up while you in front of him. But here's the thing with the marriage. Even if one of my boys marry, or my daughter marry someone who's a different race, I'm not gonna be mean and be like, you can't come to my house. Here's my statement. This will be my statement. My statement is going to be, I'm not going to the wedding. That's my choice. You don't gotta go to no damn wedding. I don't have to go. Now, let's say they show up to my house like, yeah, and all that. Hey, how you doing, Miss White Lady or Miss Mexican or Miss Orient, Asian, whatever? It's all good. But I'm not, that's me, bro. I'm not going to no wedding.
That just seems like mixed signals.
Yeah.
That just seems like mixed signals to me, bro. And I'm kind of confused, dog. I'm kind of confused, my man.
Why? Because I'm not doing it like the racist white. Look at my whole. Remember One Punch Slope? His parents of his son, they didn't meet their grandson till he was like maybe 6. You remember? Shannon, One Punch, baby boy Brandon, rest in peace. Remember the one he had from the Mexican girl? He did not meet the grandparents till he was like 6 years old. Now I wouldn't do nothing like that, but I'm not going to the wedding. But I bring them through if that's my seed or that's my bloodline.
Hey, y'all want to bring on a special guest?
Hell no. Nah, I'm just kidding.
La Brea Trucking wants to join the conversation. Y'all want to bring him in?
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
La
Tap
Brea
in.
Token. La Brea Trucking LLC. My bad. La Brea Trucking LLC. Welcome to the show, brother. What you got to say?
Come here. Floyd X. Come here.
Uh-oh. We got technical difficulties.
He said La Brea Token.
We got technical difficulties right here.
We can't hear you, brother. Mr. Face.
What kind of cable system you got, my man?
Oh, we lost him. Okay.
Got that mobile gas station connection, huh?
Hopefully he'll try back again.
But look, Walt.
You done called him La Brea Token, and he's like, man, La Brea Towing.
No, he put it's La Brea Trucking LLC.
Oh, La Brea Trucking.
Yeah, La Brea Trucking. That's what he put in the comments.
Trucking.
La Brea Trucking.
Right.
But yeah, Walk, I had a question. Okay. You said you wouldn't attend the wedding, right? But you would be acceptable to everything else after the fact?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Now knowing you, knowing the man you are, knowing how much you love your kids, how would you be affected if that kid's parents said they don't want to attend the wedding?
High five.
And you went to the wedding.
No. I mean, you doing too much hypothetical right there, big dog. That's too much hypothetical, Mr. JC. It can't be too. You know what I mean? One hypothetical at a time, my brother.
I'm just trying to get an idea.
No, I'm speaking for me and me only. Even if I'm married and my wife, and this is the mother, she's like, I'm going, or his uncle, or his grandfather, or his little sister want to go to the wedding. I'm not like, oh no, don't do that. I'm speaking for me and me only, bro.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm saying me, and that's as far as the wedding. But I'm gonna go to the reception, like, hey, how y'all doing? You know what I mean?
So you just not the wedding type?
No, bro. That's my statement. I'm not.
But you'll go to the after party.
Marriage. Yes. Yes.
You go eat and drink though, huh?
Crazy, man.
Yes.
That's crazy, man. It's like
yes.
Yeah,
it's a statement.
I think for me, I'm at the point I support my children, man, and if that's their happiness, be happy. I'm not gonna abandon or leave my children going to nowhere and their father not there. I can't do that. Not with my children.
Okay, let me, Mr. Floyd Edge.
Yeah.
Hypothetical.
Yeah.
Let's say your son, gay wedding. Are you going?
Yes. I'm going. It's my son. I love my son. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but that don't mean that I support it. I support my son. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it'd be tough.
Yeah.
You know, that would be something, you know, like I said, your kids is all you got and you all your kids got, right? We're known as idols to our kids, most of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That put in the work. You know what I mean? And you know, those are living I guess you could say situations, examples that they're going to take with them throughout the rest of their life. You understand what I'm saying? Things that they're going to talk to their grandkids about. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like the moves we make now, you know, really have a major effect, I think, on our grandkids in the future. Me personally, you know what I mean? By, you know, what we're teaching and how we're showing our kids how to conduct themselves. You know what I mean? If they don't know how to conduct themselves, go ahead.
What you saying, you pretty much saying, like, you can look at Jaywalk, that child is born. You could tell, you could look at your grandbaby and say, you know, I didn't approve of you coming into this world. Basically, that's what's happening. Right? If you don't approve of that man, how are you going to prove anything?
Your existence?
Did not tell you don't want you in the world.
Hey, man, that's the reality of it.
You know I didn't want you born. You heard me talking about you like you was in your mama's stomach. That's
Real
wrong.
talk. Real
In the
talk.
crib, like,
You did.
I can't stand your mixed race ass. Oh man, I've never.
Man, bro,
That's cool. You.
I don't think.
Bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he gonna do that, Floyd X, Mr.
Ever.
I think he will go to his son's wedding.
So.
I think you will, man. I think you will, bro.
Man.
Hey, I bet
saying
both
that
y'all
now,
100 each right now. We can bet 100 each.
That's a big.
I'll bet you 100 cases of soups, boy.
Oh,
Top ramen. Top ramen. Extra spicy, homie. Yeah,
hey,
that's how we going.
I'm gonna take that bet. That's a
Yeah,
bet.
that's how we going, boy. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's crazy, man. But yeah, man, I think you gotta look at it far into the future, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that negative stain on my child's life. You know what I'm saying?
And it could come back to bite you in the butt too, dog.
Whatever. But tell them racist white folk the same thing who do that all the time.
We don't have to pattern ourselves.
It's about setting.
No, we don't have to pattern ourselves after them. Let them do what they do.
We set our own standards.
That's my statement, but that's my stance that I'm taking, and that's that. 100 soups, JC.
On that, I got you.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Well, we're moving on to what's the next topic we touching
on?
I think
Whoopi.
Let's go Whoopi.
Okay.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. What happened with her? She talked out of turn and got
hey, Whoopi got her DP like Crip.
She got her DP. Oh man.
Whoopi got a DP.
Woo, man.
Disciplinary punishment, Whoopi.
Man.
Yeah. Get off your high horse. They slapped her in the back of her head, snatched them dreads, and dragged her in the back like you tripping on the Jews.
Yep.
Ooh.
Even after she apologized, they said, "Okay, we accept your apology, but come here real quick. Come here."
Yeah.
And gave her.
Step into my office.
We need you to take some time off with no pay. That's some
they did her dirty. And she's been a good tap dancer, but representing.
Did you see the what came back up?
What?
What's the name? What's the comedian lady? Dang. God dang, I heard.
Joy Bear?
No,
he's talking about the sister that
I can't remember her name.
That got blackballed.
That's why
Monique.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Monique came back up. They was like, remember she was sitting there. You should have called me. I could have told you how to because I could have schooled you. You know what I'm saying? They like, who you gonna look at you now? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh man.
And Monique said, if you was gonna school me, tell me how to work for free.
Woo,
I don't need that schooling.
Jeez.
Man, this is how life works.
Yeah.
This is how life works.
Real shit.
You could talk and it's like when the recession wasn't hurting people. And then it finally affected you. Then you're like, damn, I don't have a job either.
Yeah.
This is the same thing that Steve Harvey went through. Whoopi going through now. She's seeing Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
They're seeing who in control. And they're going, where my belt at? Come here, boy. Come here.
And some of them, I mean, when you say Steve Harvey, man, I respect Steve Harvey, but I look at him. Yeah, he looked like he bows down to that power structure, and there's certain like other people in the industry you look at, and I think for me personally, that's why I was disappointed with Nick Cannon. Man, I fool with Nick Cannon heavy as far as his content, and I'm looking, but after that situation, I never looked at him the same.
What situation?
Me neither.
When he said something about the Jews. and then he was standing on it. And then when they pushed back on him, and then he wrote a whole apology. I want to understand, and it was like everything he was standing because black people was behind him. Go ahead, brother, speak that. You know what I'm saying?
That was a few years ago. Let's not get derailed. Let's stay on Whoopi. Okay. Let's stay on Whoopi need her whooping. Whoopi got her whooping.
Got her whooping. Yeah. She got
Whoopi got her whooping.
Yep. With the extension cord.
My boy JC went through trauma.
With the extension cord, nigga. Not the phone cord.
Yeah. Whoopi got her whooping with the extension cord.
Yeah.
And here's my thing, and this is, are you gonna come back to the show like nothing happened?
No, that's what I want to see. Her come back and and she gonna have to speak on it because people that looked at her gonna be like, damn. Go ahead.
Okay, I got a question though, my man. Okay, us growing up in a white man's world, do you believe we supposed to know how to adjust to our environment, or we continue on with what we believe in?
What does that mean, adjusting to the environment, our environment?
In the white man's
exactly what
world,
I said.
Right? In the white man's world. I think you mean just we have, and we are.
Yeah,
that's what we always do as black people. We adjust to the environment. This is their country.
But Whoopi didn't.
What you mean Whoopi didn't?
Because she got in trouble, right?
Yeah.
We both learn how to adjust in the environment we growing up in or we living in to move up, right? And when we don't learn how to adjust, meaning what Whoopi did and what Nick Cannon went through, and what a lot of other of us people with color go through, standing our ground per se.
Yeah.
Is that wrong, or is that
No, we have to stand. We have to stand as men and women. We have to stand on what we believe, and we don't compromise that shit. You know what I'm saying? If she felt that way, she spoke on it. She should have stuck to it. But if she was wrong, she felt she was wrong. She apologized. But I mean, if I was her and they would suspend me, I'd be like, you know what? I'm cool. I don't care if I've been on this show 20 years, but y'all ain't gonna do me like that. Give me no lashing in front of my people like that. I'm cool.
That's what they used to do to slaves.
Yeah.
String his butt up and whoop him in front of everybody.
Yep.
Take his child. He just had a son.
Yeah.
Take his oldest son. He been around me. He's 8 years old. Take him. You acted up, boy.
Yep.
That's what Whoopi going through. And what you gonna do, Whoopi? Because she got enough money, she could start her own. She could piece up with some other people and start her own network. Start The View too. Like I want to see what Whoopi do after Whoopi get her whooping.
Yeah.
Whoopi, what you gonna do?
Okay, but Whoopi? Okay, so there shouldn't have been no repercussions from her actions.
I'm gonna be honest. Let me speak real quick. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give it. That's not my problem. What she said and what she said about the Jews, whether I agree or not, I don't even care, to be honest with you, because they done said worse and do a lot worse. Joe Rogan, he been saying the N-word for years and in black people's face, and they're still cool with it. I don't care what she said. I'm just concerned more about that whooping Whoopi got. What Whoopi gonna do now after the whooping? That's what I'm talking about.
I hear you on that one. Woo, man. Because I mean, what she said, they compared it to somebody saying it was equal to from what I understand. They said it was like when somebody say Black Lives Matter, she was like saying, well, all lives matter, basically. Because she was like, it wasn't about race, it was about good people being affected by bad people. So she broadened it, and that's what people was offended by, and she got suspended behind that shit.
Yeah.
That's great.
But it wasn't just the Jews, it was the gypsies. It wasn't just the Jews, it was the gypsies. There's a lot of other cultures that got caught up in Hitler's reign. You know what I mean? And I think that's what she was trying to touch on.
Yeah.
When she just said it wasn't just the Jews. And when you speak on that, anywhere in the public, you're gonna get dissected. You know what I mean?
DP.
And you know,
DP.
Yeah.
She got DP.
See?
Crip Mac.
Yeah.
High five Crip. And Whoopi got her view. DP. Yeah. DP.
Man,
Yeah.
crazy, man.
So when's she supposed to come back to the show?
I don't know.
One more week. One
Another
more
week?
week.
God,
Oh,
I wouldn't
So-
do it. I would.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
she's retired basically on this show.
They
I
basically
think-
told her, go home and think about that stupid shit you said. Sit at home.
Yeah.
She was the last one, though. I think got disciplinary actions. Everybody on that show got disciplinary actions.
No. It's a
If I'm not
whole
mistaken.
new cast.
I know.
Bro. It's the Joy Behar's there and her. They like the two OGs on the set.
Yeah.
Like she the other ones is just come and go. Like just we gonna put you here today and move you tomorrow. So she there, she a Fisher. They like two old hens. Who gonna run this show? Me or you, B? And Joy Behar popping her collar this week. Like, I watched that stupid show. Show. They happy, like, yeah. That's when she come back. I couldn't do it, bro. I don't know. Where we at next? Whoopi got her whooping. Yeah.
I think it's a subject and a topic that, a lot of us men, I would say, probably a lot more women too, deal with, in that self-control. I was trying to figure out self-control and blacking out. What's the difference? And do you guys see any difference between self-control and blacking out?
Well, I mean, I know I got a lot of self-control, but I black out a lot.
You sure about that?
No, I do. Might not look like it, but yeah, I do, because it's a lot of stuff I can do, but I don't do because how it makes me look. And I really you have to have self-control in life, because it's a lot going on. Like just but I do feel like I know I'm speaking for me personally. I have a lot of self-control with but then again I do black out because I'm ignorant as hell when there's certain things that's on the menu. You like, huh? That you're not gonna stand for and you're not going for.
Mm-hmm. But does that mean you're necessarily blacking out though? Because you're still conscious about what you're not going for, right?
Yeah, but yeah, man. Hey, I had a situation at the park with some goofy black lady had her dog running around with no leash and circling my son, barking. It took a lot of self-control not to punch her in the face. Like that's how bad it was. I don't even hit women, but I really wanted to do. I'm like, look at this dog. Like, yo, lady, what are you? I did kick her damn dog, sent him spinning, and she pushed up, putting her big belly on me, talking. I'm looking like, what are you doing? I can hurt you. I can hurt you very bad right now, So that was a lot of self-control right there and then, just on my part as a man.
And you had your son with you too, huh?
Yeah.
And see, that was a good example. You showed your son too in the certain situations how to conduct yourself. You know what I mean? And maybe you didn't see what you were doing to him at the time, but you were pretty much teaching him how to, conduct himself under certain circumstances, which is a cool situation, man. Even at the age that he is right now, he's still paying attention.
Oh yeah, they always.
You know what I mean? And listening, and that's the thing about the self-control when it comes to us as parents as well. What we do in front of our kids, man. How are we respecting our kids? You know what I mean? Are we respecting our kids? By our daily habits on what we do as adults, thinking we're an adult, we can do what we want, even though we have our kids sitting there in the living room, and I think it's a lot of disrespect goes on, when it comes to our culture. And I think a lot of other cultures, but mainly us in the brown culture, I think for the most part, because of the environment we growing up in, when it comes to us not really respecting our kids.
So
And I think
do you
that
feel you have self-control over your actions? Keep in mind, I do
yeah,
know you.
yeah, yeah. My daily habits pretty much are the same. So that takes self-control right there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm basically like a robot. I've been told that, you gotta have a program to be successful. Not nobody, I pretty much know nobody that's waking up at 9 in the morning one day, 11 in the morning one day, 12 in the morning, different times of the days, and being real successful, unless you got your own business and you're able to do it like that. 9 times out of 10, everybody else got a job and got to wake up at a certain time, you know. And if you're working on being successful. But
Mhm.
if you're not, then yeah, you're pretty much on freelance. You know what I mean? You waking up
Yeah, you
with no
floating in the
program.
wind. You like a
I always
feather.
had this saying, if you don't have a watch on, you don't know what time it is. And if you don't know what time it is, you ain't got nothing to do. If you ain't got nothing to do, you sitting around wasting time. And if you sitting around
Uh,
wasting time, you taking up
uh.
space. And if you taking up space, what are you doing here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, you pretty much can look at a cat. And if he ain't got a watch on, he ain't got too much going on. He ain't got nowhere to be. And he ain't even worried about the time.
Hey,
You know?
yeah. Hey, big bro. Got a message from him, but I ain't gonna speak on that. But he
Oh,
probably got the same message.
yeah. Yeah,
But
but
hey, but look, how about let's talk about the Joe Rogan situation.
uh-huh.
Joe Rogan, he said a few things about the COVID-19, and then he got a little pushback. But what spun off is what I'm more concerned about is him using the N word. He throughout his podcast, 10 years since 2012, he's had the Joe Rogan experience. He's used the N word a few times. They had a montage on it. It was kind of bad. It was real bad. My thing with that is this: if you use the N word, if you get away with it, you got away with it. Like that's like if we hang with a like, hey, remember we was over in the basement, old boys Latino. He was using the N word, but he
Mm-hmm.
was right. That was a real one right there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
That was no. I'm just saying this. That was really how he talked.
Yeah.
I I had a friend that I grew up with in Florida. Like first meeting him, I met him through my brother, and hearing him talk, he would say the N word like loosely, like he was a straight white boy. And it was like, huh? But then it was like you get to know him. He grew up around black people, and that's how he talked. Like this was not no pretend. You know when it's fake. You know what I'm saying?
But
But
even,
huh?
I said,
Then it
even
was like
though,
people, it would be people that's like tapping us on the shoulder, like, I can't believe y'all hanging with that white boy. He be fucking saying the N word. And we'd be like, he right there. What you tell him?
right?
What you got an issue? You should say it to him. He right there. But nobody
And that's
would.
the
My boy was with the
and believe
shit.
me, yeah,
Yeah.
believe me, they're gonna have to be with it. They're gonna have to
Mhm.
be with it because you're gonna have to take on what comes with saying that word. You
Ah,
understand what I'm saying? If you a different race and you using that word loosely, we can't stop the next person saying what you say. Nah, you're
ah.
gonna have to reiterate to that person what you just said in front of us. And if you
Yeah,
can't reiterate what you said in front of us to this dude, then we gonna probably touch you up. You know what I mean? Because you making us look bad. We gonna touch you up real good.
Hey, that's like you coming through. You know how we talk when we we're amongst the fellas, and let's say a cat is like from a different side, and he say something, one of the homies got an issue with it. That's their issue. Well, y'all gonna resolve this, but I'm not putting a lock and key on anybody's speech. I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So they got to resolve it. Now, if you just like never mind, then you never mind. Some people ain't. Some people not gonna be like, oh, I don't even worry about that. Some people got real issues with that. Like as far as him saying and doing that, I like Joe Rogan. I've been a fan of his since he been working with the UFC, and I follow what he do. Even when he was on that silly show with that beautiful black girl that was in
Fear Factor.
Fear Factor, but he was on this show with the beautiful chick from CB4, the black girl who was in a hotel with the real low cash nigga, Charlie Murphy, the black girl. They was on a show. They had a sitcom for like 4 years, but I remember him from there, and he was always funny to me. But it's you can't say that a person is racist just from what they said, because and if you are and you trying to hide it, you weak, you a sucker. Like I prefer a person to be racist. Like I don't deal with the ends. I don't. Nah, hell no. I respect that. I respect that. But now if you hiding, that's weak. I personally, I don't feel he racist. He just was around his people. He said some slick shit, and it came out. It came out. So.
Well, with that word, it's to each his own outside of our culture who want to use that. Because if you tend to use it around your friends loosely and they're not black and they're Asian descent or of Filipino, however you want to say different descent than black, it's going to come out one day. And you ain't going to be around your peoples and you're going to be comfortable. Whoever you conversating with, and you're going to say that word, and then you're going to have to stand on it. And like I say, if you're comfortable saying it, then be comfortable saying it. But at the same time,
Hey,
understand what comes with it.
My professor, he was like, it's a white dude, and he was speaking how he didn't know how racist his friends was until he married a Spanish woman. That was like, I was like, damn, because he was like, when he was dating her, it was like they was laughing, like, yeah, you're doing this, you're doing that. But when he got married, he didn't. He said he didn't know how racist his friends, his people that he was with all the time was until he married her.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow, where we at, man? We 2 minutes to closing, man.
I'm like, how but big bro, I mean, Mr. Floyd X had a few technical difficulties, and that's what it is, man.
Well, we might have to close this show without, our third person on the show, our boy Floyd X. I just wanted to say, I wanted to end this show by saying let's stop all the black on black crime, y'all. It's not helping us. It's not beneficial to us. We can stop the black on brown crime. We all stand in one bowl, and for the most part, it's enough for everybody out there. But I just don't see nothing beneficial by us helping us kill each other and us glorifying, every song we putting out by killing a nigga. We really got to be really, really conscious about what we saying, man. Because if you was outside, listening to what we rapping about, you'd be like, wow. If you heard Asians talking about killing other Asians, you'd be like, what the hell? You know, so you know, we really need to pay attention to the content we putting out there, man, for our younger generation, so we could kind of change up the narrative, man, on how we starting to feel and look at each other, man. Because I know me growing up in the environment I grew up in, I get anxiety when I see another black man for some reason before I get anxiety by seeing another white man. And you know, it shouldn't be like that. And the reason I get the anxiety, man, is because mentally I was raised to hate my own. I was raised to hate myself, didn't know it until I got older. But the things that I was doing to my own peoples, I was really doing to myself. You know, so you know, we just got to stop all this black on black crime and promoting it in our music, man. We know we ain't the only ones killing us. We know the police is killing us, but ain't nobody saying let's go out and get the police in every song. We speaking more of our own, getting our own than we are the police, but the police is doing more damage, man. So you know, we just need to stop all that black on black crime, dog, and talking about black on black murders in our music. You know, I just wanted to touch on that.
Indeed.
And we got the Rams coming up in the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go, Rams. Los Angeles represent 213-310. You know what I mean? 323. You know, whatever else I left out, the show is about done.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say LA. I ain't saying go Rams, none of that. LA. That's it.
Yeah.
That's as much as I can do.
Yeah. Let's go, Los Angeles. Let's go, baby. We got to bring this trophy to the city, man, and you know, make it happen.
For sure. For sure.
Focus all right, up. Baby. Another show. Another day.
Salute. Focus up.
All right, baby. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Respect, my nut.
Respect.